New reports suggest that the Kremlin-backed mercenaries with the Wagner Group in Sudan may have offered weapons to one of the two rival Sudanese generals. But as violence rages in the country, high-level U.S. officials have expressed concern that the group's involvement will only worsen the situation.
Obviously, we don't want to see this conflict expand or broaden, and we certainly wouldn't want to see additional firepower brought to bear that will just continue the violence and continue to escalate the tensions.
Two generals are fighting for power. General Abdel Fattah Burhan, head of the armed forces, and General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo or Hemeti, the leader of a paramilitary group known as the Rapid Support Forces. Hemeti traveled to Russia last year and has sought to win support from Wagner.
Hemeti and his Rapid Support Forces are largely in control of the major gold mining regions in Sudan and have very likely been complicit in gold smuggling for years. Thus, the Wagner Group is siding with the party they think is most likely to be able to continue to secure these interests, particularly in opposition to any civilian-led government.
The Wagner Group's history in Sudan dates back to the previous government of Omar al-Bashir. Wagner's leader, Yevgeny Prigozhin, had a close relationship with former autocratic leader al-Bashir. After al-Bashir relinquished power due to a popular uprising, Wagner continued to have a close relationship with the Sudanese military, particularly the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces headed by Hemeti. It's a pattern analysts have seen before.
The Wagner Group does seem to engage with African countries on a pretty predictable sort of pattern. Normally, it starts with the cultivation of elites, or at least a subset of elites, and then that is followed up with a formal military technical agreement between the states. And this could be something like, Russia will supply arms in exchange for concessions that allow them to do mining or other kinds of resource extraction.
Since the fighting began in April, there have been unconfirmed reports saying that the Wagner fighters are supporting the RSF and supplying them with weapons and armor. Russia sees Sudan as a strategic location with vast mineral wealth and are eager to help install a friendly leader, say analysts.
We've seen a lot in recent months about Russia's efforts to gain a port on the Red Sea in Sudan through an official military relationship. And they've signed other official military relationships with other countries in the region.
Wagner's involvement in other parts of the continent like Libya, the Central African Republic, and Mali has in many cases been problematic, says Ben Dalton of New America, a Washington-based think tank.
They've been associated with widespread atrocities. Everywhere they go, you see, civilian deaths and various atrocities. Russia's interests are in extracting the continent's resources so that it can strengthen its own position and build a web to resist sort of international sanctions. They don't really have the interests of Africans at heart.
And as the conflict rages, civilians continue to pay the price. Salem Solomon, VOA News.